Good morning and welcome to First Light. Before we get into news, before the phone starts buzzing, before the world makes its demand, I want to begin with one simple truth. How you start your morning shapes your entire day. Not in a motivational quote, in a practical, neurological, emotional way. Most people think their day is ruined by what happens at noon or at 3 o'clock or in traffic on the way home. But the truth is, the day is usually decided before 9 a.m. The tone is already set. This morning, I want us to slow that down and look at why mornings carry so much weight, what we are unconsciously doing wrong, and how to take our power back before the day takes that power from us. The invisible carryover. Let's talk about the invisible carryover. Most people wake up already tired, not because they did not sleep, but because they carried yesterday straight into today. They wake up with unfinished conversations in their head, bills they thought about last night, something they should have said but did not say, something someone said that still stings. And without realizing it, they let yesterday speak first. Before they speak to God, before they speak to themselves, before they speak to the people in their home. So the body wakes up tense. The mind wakes up racing. The spirit wakes up defensive. That is not a neutral start. That is already a compromised one. You cannot expect clarity from a mind that never rested emotionally. Hello, my name is Athena, and welcome to my first episode of First Light, which will be aired at 5 a.m. every morning to help you and I kickstart our day. Reaction mode versus intention mode. Somebody, when you come into this video, comment in the comment section reaction mode versus intention mode. Here is what most mornings look like. The alarm goes off. The phone comes on. Notification floods in. And someone else's urgency becomes yours. And just like that, you are no longer leading the day. You are reacting to it. Reaction mode trains your nervous system to believe that life is already always urgent, always loud, always demanding. Intention mode does the opposite. Intention mode says, I decide the tone before the world speaks. That can be 5 quiet minutes. That can be a prayer whispered while brushing your teeth. That can be sitting still before the children wake up. That's something I like to do. I like to sit still in my bed before my kids wake up. And then I go to the gym. How do you start your morning? It is not about doing more. It is about doing first. What do first becomes what you do first becomes the foundation. What you do first becomes your foundation for the day. The body remembers. Let's talk about how the body remembers. Your body remembers how you start. If your morning begins with tension, your shoulders will stay tight all day. If it begins with panic, your breathing stays shallow. If it begins with peace, your body has something to return to. This is why some people feel exhausted even on light days. Their body never stood down. Peace is not something you find later. It is something you introduce early. And once the body knows it, it tries to protect it. And then this brings us into guarding the first voice. Somebody says, guarding the first voice. There is always a first voice in the morning. For some people, it is fear. For others, it is comparison. For many, it is criticism. You're behind. You should be farther along. You are already late. But here is the key. You get to choose which voice. You get to choose which voice speaks first. If you allow accusation to speak first, you will speak the rest of the day defending yourself. If you allow truth to speak first, the rest of the day has context. That first voice matters more than most people realize. And and if you want to think about this even deeper, a grounded morning practice should look like this. And let me offer this in a simple way, what I do for myself. Before you check your phone tomorrow morning, do 3 things. First, breathe slowly for 1 full minute. No fixing, no planning, just breathe slowly. Second, say 1 sentence that grounds you. It can be, for example, today I move with clarity, or I am not behind, or I will not rush my spirit. Third, decide 1 thing you will not carry today. 1 thought, 1 burden, 1 argument. You do not need a perfect day. You need a centered one. And here is where we come to the quiet authority of your mornings. Here is what I want you, my friends, my sisters, my brothers, to remember. A calm morning does not mean an easy day. It means a steady one. Life will still happen. People will still text you, and they will test you. Plans will shift. It will not go normal. You will have plans that will go from left to right, east to west. But when the morning is anchored, the day has somewhere to return. You do not need control over everything. You need alignment before everything. So tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, start here. Not with noise, not with pressure, but with intention. Because how you start the morning does not shape the day. It teaches you who is in charge of it. How you start your morning does not shape the day. It teaches you who is in charge of it. Thank you for starting your day with me. This is First Light with Athena. I hope you will start your day being in control of your morning. See you tomorrow, Tuesday, for First Light with Athena.